Bada bing, there we are. We're back and we are live. It is it is Studio 10-4 Live, the weekly update. JT here with you guys on a Wednesday afternoon. It is Wednesday, live day, and we've been live pretty much all day. You know, we had a show this morning, and if you haven't, if you didn't get to watch it live, check out the replay on it. We had gentleman in the studio, Rob Carpenter is his name, and you know, I mean, as social media is, the more you start looking at stuff, the more you start seeing of it in front of you, and of course, since I've been kind of looking into what it is that Rob does and what he's about, now I'm seeing all kinds of stuff, and I'll tell you, it's pretty interesting. There's a couple of specials out that he helped put together or influence, was a major part of, put it that way. 60-minute specials, and I would recommend checking those out. But look at all the other stuff that he has going on and what this guy is involved in. I think if anybody's going to turn this industry upside down a little bit, it might be him. And he's working with the U.S. government. I mean, he's working with FMCSA and other entities to try to get, excuse me, to try to get all these things figured out that are going on with our industry. So it's all good. Trust me, it's all good. It's not so good for the guys that are kind of being named in this in these investigations and such. But you know, I mean, look, there's plenty of wrongdoings going on. There's a lot of good doings going on as well. This group is trying to get the wrongdoers and the bad ones out and try to straighten this industry out for the rest of you. Jeffrey, good to see you in the show, man. Good to have you. By the way, everybody, I got Stan Silva Jr. in green room right now waiting, aka Buddy, as I finally figured out this weekend. So now I know who I'm talking to and who's in the show and what's going on. Dougie, what's happening? A couple things I want to get out of the way. By the way, go back, check it out on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. We had a lot of YouTube viewers this morning. That's kind of shifting a little bit. I like seeing that. I really do. Gary, what's going on? Gary Jones from 75 Chrome in Wildwood, Florida, I bet, right? Got the show going on down there this weekend. All right. Well, we got Trucking for Kids coming up shortly. We're talking like a week and a half, and I mean on the shorter side of a week and a half. So plenty to talk about. Philip, hey, I got to reach out to you, buddy. Philip Couch in the house. I got to reach out to you, man. I keep wanting to go in and grab some pictures from your story and share them, and maybe we just got to get together, buddy. So send me your info. And then I don't have to bug Dan, who's like overloaded right now with getting ready for a show. So send me your info, man. John at 104magazine.com. John Fearborn, what's going on? From Fresno, California. Lucia, is that correct? Did I say it right? I hope so. Or Lucia. P. Gomez, good to have you on the show. Yeah, you will see us there. Absolutely. Nice to have you on the show. So speaking of Trucking for Kids, I got some info here for y'all. Registration closes Tuesday at midnight. Make sure you get that done and ensure that you get your goodie bucket, man, your bonus bucket, because first 200, if there is not 200 by that time registered, gets the bonus bucket. So get that done, you guys. Believe me, you're going to want it. You're going to see what everybody else got and go, where's mine? Well, they were under the 200. So that's it, man. Okie Dan, what's going on? Cody Haynes, what's going on? Hey, looks like we got a picture here from Mr. Gary Jones. Maybe I'll have to bring that up and get a look at that and see what's going on. Let me get this thing brought up here and then I'll get back over to it. The registration. Here's something I didn't know about or didn't think about. I don't know. Of course, it tells me I got to look at it on my phone. I didn't realize that, get registered now, right? First of all, if you get registered now, everything is at a lower rate than day of show. It's kind of like a concert or anything else, You're gonna get a better deal if you get registered, buy tickets ahead of time, whatever. Same here. We're no different. And register your truck, and for an extra $50, you can race your truck on Sunday. I mean, I'm not talking about, smoke the tires, drop gears, leave drive lines and crap on the track or nothing. I'm talking just, run your truck down the track a few times and have some fun. You'll get put in with, trucks like yours, and you guys can have some fun out there. So, I mean, I would go for it. Absolutely. I think it's fun. So, little extra dough, get a little extra fun. Eric, what's going on? Eric Hill in the house. Let me see what Mr. Jones has sent us, and probably a picture, I'm betting, of. Oh, okay. All right. Gary sent me Philip's contact information. That's a network working for you right there. I like that. All right. What else can I tell you about what's going on? Vendors, we are close to closing down vendor applications. So if you're going to do this thing, if you're going to be a vendor and you want to be a vendor at Trucking for Kids this year, I mean, stop watching me and get it done, and that way, you make sure you get in there. Probably wouldn't hurt to. I mean, seriously, get it done right now if you can. All right. Right now, we've got over 27 total vendors at this show. I mean, that's a lot of guys. That is a lot. There's a lot of guys involved there. A lot of vendors. It's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be. Look, it's always a great show, and this year is going to be an exceptional one. We've got some folks coming from all over the country to be here at Trucking for Kids this year. So, your job, all of y'all watching, is just to be there. So get on in. Get your trucks registered. If you're going to be a vendor, get vending, get signed up to do that. And the rest of you, we look forward to seeing you all there. Friday's a load-in day. Saturday's a load-in day too. Saturday night is going to be Light the Lot, Saturday Night Lights. And then Sunday, man, it's on. We're talking show and shine and truck drags all day long. So it's going to be a blast. And I haven't looked, because we're still a little bit out, but I would imagine it's where it's at down there in Bakersfield. The weather's a kind of a thing that it's like where we have put our shows. This one and the rodeo seems like the perfect spots for greatest weather of that area. And you get the cool weather down in Bakersfield for the spring, and you get the cool weather in the fall, and we get best of both worlds down there. So, all right, y'all, listen. Let's bring our guy in. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm here, man.
Yeah, you are. Are you feeling
starting to try to recover, and then off to the races, back to work and get my crap figured out. So,
I mean, after the show hangover, right? It's like, okay, I can kind of, get down to it. So what's it been like for you?
It's overwhelming, for one thing. It's so unexpected to have the turnout that we had, and just all the quality trucks that showed up, that we got in there, and the great people that helped put it on, and again, thanks to you coming down and being a part of it. My son told me to make sure that he took his hat off for you, to say thanks for helping out, and you did a hell of a job making it, doing your part of it. And so yeah, and it's back to the real world and cleaning up, and gosh darn, I never put a truck show on before. So hats off to Dan and all the idiots that do this, because holy moly, it's way beyond having a truck show. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of little small pieces that I know we put it together, and I know I had my niece and Shaylin and um, little Michael Harvey and just my wife, and I mean the list goes on. My sister Danette, and wow, I mean, and they put it on. They helped me bring it to fruition, and it went off pretty damn good for being a first timer. Oh my God, it was like you couldn't ask for it to go on any better. So
Yeah. No, first of all, my part in it was just to do what I could do to help and make it that much better and have some fun with it. You guys did all the heavy lifting. Trust me, I just came in to try to get the message across during the time after we shut down all the judging and got everybody gathered inside and we did our raffle, which was a blast. And by the way, those artichokes have been phenomenal, man. Let me tell you what.
I know, I know I had some Sunday night, brother. So
Yeah, I'm just like, oh
see,
yeah.
I got an artichoke right there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Perfect. That's exactly how it should be right there, man. So
Yeah.
artichokes were phenomenal. Everybody I spoke to and all the feedback I've heard, we've all got the same consensus that this is a special show. It just has a real cool, intimate, gathering feeling
Intimate.
about it that there's nothing out there like it. There isn't, Everybody's going for how many trucks did you get? How many trucks did you get? Nah, man, that ain't what it's about here. This is about some serious quality, and I don't mean just of trucks coming in, but the time spent with each other at the show too. So,
It's the people that you bring in, and by far the whole thing was the intimacy. That's what I wanted.
yeah,
I wanted to make it where we all sat down and just shoot the shit and just enjoy
yeah,
each other's company. And yeah, there was some badass rides there,
oh yeah,
and that was the whole part of it, is just putting all these people together that um I don't know, just we're all in this beating the pavement and building trucks and all the stuff of paying high fuel prices right now and all that stuff. But to the main part is we kind of put all that behind us and got to share arm in arm of who we all are, and give each other hugs and say that what, right on, and we'll see you next year. So
well, here's the other thing too. Now, I mean, coming from that area down there myself and growing up and seeing some of the trucks that were there in that yard, remember, even when I drove into to that and the park where you're at, there's Randazzo over there and I
mhm.
used to see his trucks come out the valley all the time, man.
Yeah,
And and
yeah.
and and so and there's others that, weren't there, but others that were and it just is it's sort of a statement, man. There's some people of the who's who in the Monterey Bay hanging out with Stan Silva Jr. and company, and they're all there at this show and having a good time. I'll tell you, man. For me, meeting Mike Salinas was a kick, man.
Yeah, it was
I'm
nice
an
to see him and
NHRA
his
guy,
him
so
and his brother him and his brother both showed up, and they're good friends of ours, and they've been they knew my dad, and there was a lot of history that goes way back between Mike and Carl, and their their life of growing up in the industry, and
yeah,
I know my dad played a big part of their some of their directions, so,
yeah, no, 100%.
and
I
they're
mean,
and they're very successful. It's pretty cool.
his
Oh, I got my
his
coffee cup this trip, so
oh, good deal. his his uh his legacy in NHRA, man. It's him and his family are involved in that, and I, like I said, I'm an NHRA guy, so seeing Mike in there and that truck that they brought, of course, was a 10-4 cover truck, which was no joke, and like you and I discussed, I mean, it's been around a while, so it didn't take everything, but it took some credit and rightly so, along with some others. The same kind of deal. There's some old show trucks out there, man, that they're still representing very, very well. They can hold their own against a lot of stuff. But
Yes, sir.
our best to show guy, Dave
Blake.
Dave Blake, David Blake. There you
Yeah.
go.
Out of oh god, I can't even pronounce where he lives in Southern Washington State, right off of the Highway 5. That's
so some Wakamomash or some weird,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Up
And
there, man.
what a humble man he is, you know.
Yeah. No, he was the right guy getting the right award, and for us as judges to have given that to him, and then get people's choice or competitor's choice. So he got
competitor's choice, yeah.
Competitor's choice. And I love the people. I love the spectators, no disrespect, but competitor's choice got given to him. It really validated who we were and what we were looking at and how we felt. And there's some things on that truck that were just super, super cool. So congratulations again, if you're watching, and Mike, if you're watching, love to see you again at another event, hopefully Trucking for Kids or Trucker Rodeo. Man, we'd love to have you out. So, yeah, let's run it down, man. So have you guys had a chance to kind of count things up and figure out where you're at with what's up, or you got to wait a little bit?
We're going to wait a little bit, but it's still crazy. We're, my whole goal was to, I figured if we had over 500 people show up, I was going to be like, it was going to be just like that was the mark.
Yeah.
And right now, they're still tallying things up. I mean, part of it is they're just trying to catch their breath, but by the end of this week, we should have everything tallied. But there are over 1,300 people that showed up, and so it was like, holy crap, And then as far as my goal, to write a check to St. Jude's, my goal was if I can make 25 grand, I hit it hard, and we're north of 50,000 right now, and so it's like holy. It's just like that it's amazing, and to have it go off where we were at, and the people, the food was incredible, and just the people that stuck around. I mean, even in the drawing or the raffle, call it what you want. We had only one item out of, I think we had 50 something items.
Yeah, a bunch, man.
Yeah, and we had a lot of drawing, and there were some good quality drawing things. We only had one that the ticket didn't get drawn, and so we're trying to get a hold of the person, but it's kind of hard, and that thing will probably just sit and wait till next year, I guess. So I don't know, but with that said, to have only one out of that many, so that means everybody was engaged, and that was my whole thing, is get people engaged to be a part of it, and it was. So
yeah, no, absolutely,
very successful.
Raffles are a tricky item. You got to keep everybody's attention, and attention spans are pretty short these days. So you gotta do something to get it going and keep it going. And I think that mixing it up the way we did it worked out really, really well. Go ahead. Yeah,
I thought it kept everybody engaged, that we did a little bit, we did the raffle part, or the smaller items, and then we did award, and then jump back to the bigger parts, and and then the final, with the best of show, as well as the people's and the competitors' choice awards. And then the trophies were freaking stupid, that my guy Jeremy, man, he's so badass that he was able to build these things, and take our minds and put this together, and those trophies were, I don't know, they're pretty cool. So,
well, you dialed up a great weekend of weather. I mean, it was absolutely just perfect. So that's a big plus too. And I mean, listen, Monterey Bay. Yeah, you're in Monterey Bay, so there you go.
It's a crapshoot, no doubt.
Yeah. But it was nice, and just a good day all the way around. Food off the hook, man. Those tri-tip sandwiches were freaking ridiculous. Beer was so good we drank them dry, so there's no more beer.
Right, and then
Yeah,
some they had to go back and get more. They ended actually going through 2 regular sized kegs and then 4 pony kegs, and we still ran out at 315.
yeah,
So and then the food was just like you said, Kleinfeld family barbecue. They're out of Spreckles, man. They just killed it.
yeah.
So that was awesome. So
As soon as they fired up that barbecue and they had that open pit grill going and that red oak, man, I'm there. I don't care what you throw on there. I'm eating it.
right, you can't miss out.
No, we can't. So we're walking out, and me and Joey and walk by that thing, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna take some of that wood and I'm gonna bring that back up to the home here for the smoker. But California red oak, man, that can't get that anywhere but California red oak. Can't get in only in California. So it just has a taste, a flavor, a smell, everything about it. It's like anyway, you throw tri-tip on there, man, you got it. There's no way to lose on that. So good sandwiches, good stuff. Lots of good swag. I understand you still might have some left. You want to direct folks where to go to get that if you still have any left?
Yeah, I think it's the Stan Silva Sr. Memorial truck show. I don't know really. They
Yeah,
kept me out of the loop. I was so yeah. So I that or just Instagram me, message me on my Instagram, Silva Jr. Stan,
yeah,
and we'll get it in the right direction. But yeah, the
yeah,
swag bags were very intimate and very loaded. They were a lot of good feedback from the trucks. I mean we charged a little bit more than most truck shows, but I made sure that was one thing that to have that is to make sure that they're getting more than what they're paying for, and they did. It was pretty cool. So, and then to have my whole goal was to invite people there. I mean, I learned a lot from running to some shows last year about being invited, and so to invite these drivers and the trucks and the quality of people and the quality of the trucks that came was a 10. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, all right. So the big question I think everybody wants to know: what are we doing next year? What's going on? Are we?
well, next year we've already got it figured out. So
Whoa, really good for you.
brace yourself, John. Brace yourself. We're gonna have it. It's gonna be on. Obviously it's a dad's birthday weekend. He's gonna be 84 next year.
Right.
So or would have been. And miss him dearly. And we've got some ideas to change it up a little bit, just to detail things. But we are going to have a Friday night lights. So we're gonna park trucks on Friday. Whoever can make it down, which makes it easier on parking on Saturday morning, because I was pulling my hair out from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I think they all waited down the road and pulled in at the same time, because I think we had like 30 trucks. But our whole main goal was, getting the trucks parked. Don't worry about your swag bag. You go get it after you get comfortable and everything. If we lose out on a couple people not getting their band, oh well, we'll make it up one way or another. But it was all about making sure that the truck drivers, the drivers that are bringing these trucks in, make it as easy as possible, because that is one thing. When you go to a show, you want to make it simple.
Yeah.
You don't want to be, okay, I got to wait in line and that. We wanted it to be quite easy.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing. But yeah, we're going to have Friday night lights, and then we're going to probably have the same time frame on Saturday, and get people parked by 9:45, and if they don't make it, then the gates close and nobody comes in. So and one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to stay on our bullet, stay on our routine, and we made sure that everything went down exactly what the time that we said we were going to do. Even if we weren't prepared for it, we got it done. And sometimes that is a big key when people are sitting in waiting for waiting for it to happen. You got to be on your game, and so I really feel that we brought our A game, and I can't wait to bring our A+ game next year.
Yeah, well, good deal. So there it is. Next year, guys, the Stan Silva Sr. Memorial Truck Show will be back, and it will be back with a expanded programming for Friday night. You get the light show for those that can make it, and I got a feeling you're getting a lot of guys that are going to make it. And then Saturday we'll be back again with the same programming basically that we had this year, which was fantastic. It'll be a repeat of that again, and we're keeping the truck numbers the same. So
yes, sir. 65 trucks. So,
yeah.
and
So
the same barbecuist. So Justin Kleinfeld's already thrown his hat in the ring, and then I believe the tap truck. I'm not afraid to say that they're going to be there as well. So they were very happy with our success. And then Kiefer Akir is going to be helping out as well. And yeah, gosh darn, everybody that helped out they're throwing their hat in the ring and saying, let's do it again. And I'm going, okay, So
I think the beer guys will be a little better prepared this time. They know now that.
Yeah, copy that. So
yeah, bunch of beer hogs over there at the truck show, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, all right. So Jeff, we've got a bunch of folks dropping in, man. Hey, everybody. A lot of comments directed towards you over there, buddy. So Chris, Michael Harvey on, Tony Noto, Tony, aka Calvin. That's the running joke. Jay Hawthorne, good you have on
right
the show.
Right on. Hey, man. Jay.
Jeff Patello, what's going on, buddy? Yeah. Good people. Good.
No, I met Jay down at the Peterbilt deal, and that was he's what a class act right there. And he's 1 day older than me, believe it or not. So his birthday is the 25th of October, and he's actually 1 day older than me. But yeah, we look forward to the TFK, and then after that, we're going to go up to Red Bluff and do the NorCal is Spring Fling and support Renee LaChance. I mean, that guy Frenchie, he's a class act dude, and yeah, so we're gonna try to push people up there after that, and yeah, I know there's 4 or 5 of us headed up there from our area, so and it's a fun little deal. So
yep. Well, looking forward to it. We'll be up there as well, and
perfect.
Yep, we'll be talking it up while at TFK coming up in a week and a half, and being able to kind of run that up there too. So everybody get ready for the NorCal Spring Fling up there in Red Bluff. All right, well, listen, man, awesome. Thank you for everything. It was a great weekend. I had a great time. It was awesome to be there for the show. It was fun for me to get together with my buddy who I haven't seen in a while and hang out and just be kind of home for a little while in the peninsula, but didn't even leave the area, didn't leave Salinas, man. So I didn't make it over to Monterey, but I think next time we're going to have to make a little run over there and go check out some stuff, go to the wharf and hang out and do whatever. But
yeah, copy that.
Plenty. Yeah, the show was plenty, man. There was plenty going on. It was a long day for some, certainly for you and your team, for others out there involved to get stuff done. Everybody working, they put in the time, effort, and energy, and everybody got done what needed to get done to make it a successful show. So congratulations.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. And we'll see you in a week and a half there, buddy. So look forward to cruising down there, and we'll grab a beer Friday night.
Sounds like a plan, more than a plan. Friday and Saturday night. So
well, yeah, but I'll see you Friday night for sure. So
get ready. All right. Take care, buddy.
All right. Take care. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Stan Silva Jr. there, and absolute class act. He says that, and I'll tell you, if there ever was one, Stan, you're it, and I want you to know that. I think your dad would be very proud, and I know he is, and you're doing it right. And like I said, your legacy. Your family's legacy in the industry is sealed for sure. I mean, I'm sure even before the show, but this kind of really just puts a little bit of a more of a stamp on it. So congratulations on a successful show and putting together something that, let me tell you, man, a lot of people try, not everybody succeeds. And just sometimes because people have a show, it doesn't mean it was, everything that it should have been or could have been. And it just works out that way, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of layers to making a show happen. And I'm telling you right now, I got two people that I got very close to me that are pulling their hair out to put one together right now to get all the final details done so that when we all show up down there for Trucking for Kids, everything's where it's supposed to be. Everything that should be there is there. And trust me, we went over a lot of stuff today that, it's like, okay, well, we talked to this guy 2 weeks ago. Where's it at? Why isn't it here yet? Those kinds of conversations are what you're going through at this point, and you're trying to get everything done and get it happening and make sure it's complete. So when everybody gets there, nobody's disappointed and nobody feels like they have anything that they're missing out on. And we want to make sure everybody gets what they're looking for. All right, listen, everybody. Again, just to reiterate, get yourselves registered. If you haven't done that already, get that done. Vendors, if you have any thoughts of being a vendor, get that done. Get yourselves done now. Not tomorrow. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Do it now. And pre-registration, if you want to be in there for that. Again, registration is going to shut down Tuesday midnight next week. So, after that, price goes up. So why wait? Get in at the, buy it now pre-registration price. And I would love to see some bracket races, man. Just, guys drive up in their truck. They've registered. They're in the show and they paid their extra $50 to come in and race and run the track. You guys running down that quarter mile is badass. Okay. There is nothing cooler than running down that thing, hammer down as hard as you can go down that quarter mile track at Famoso. That's a famous historic track. So that in itself for me, and listen, I got staged after we shut the show down last year. I pulled up in my car and then the guy comes out and goes, "Yeah, you ain't going down the track in that, are you?" Well, I was thinking about it, and he says, "No, I'm telling you, it's not a question." So I got shut down and I didn't get to go down the track, but I did go down the track first day there in the golf cart. And let me tell you, even that was kind of cool. So not exactly my first choice, but it is what it is. So maybe this year I'll just have to, get out there and just hammer down and go for it. So what are they going to do afterwards? Kick me out? The show's over? Yeah, I don't think so. So we'll see what happens, but always great being here with you guys and hanging out on a Wednesday afternoon. Plenty of stuff that's going to be going on between now and next week. And we will have Dan on the show next week. A few other surprises. And, of course, it'll be Wednesday before show. So we'll get in as much as we can before then. And then we'll see everybody weekend of the show, Trucking for Kids 2026. All right, y'all. Take care. Listen. Hey, Tony, bring it, baby. Bring it, man. I'm ready. 18.5. I don't know. That's not bad, right? Big truck. Hey, by the way, Tony, you got to tell me, is that your truck with the 10-4 magazine printed on the back or is that Kelvin's? Cause he made sure to point that out to me and I saw it and I thought, well, that was kind of cool. So I'm figuring, I don't know. I wasn't sure which truck it was because I don't remember. All right. Hey, listen, everybody, we'll catch up soon. Have a good rest of the week. Might do something tomorrow and Friday. We'll see if I am. You guys will know. You'll get an alert. Be sure and follow us. If you haven't, that's a big deal. Follow us on all the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X. Obviously, Facebook, we're on for most of you probably watching on there now, and YouTube. Get on over to YouTube, okay? And give us some follows on YouTube. We need to get across that threshold over there, and then we can start doing some new things over on YouTube, okay? All right, y'all, listen, been a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Keep the shiny side up, and JT will be talking to you all soon. and see ya.